What's up, folks? This is BG. I'm here to sound the alarm. All right, yesterday I saw a video stating that it is okay for us to go to Christmas parties, birthday parties, any pagan parties. They say it was okay to do this because that's showing compassion and understanding towards those who still honor those days. Um, that is not true. Now, the video used two examples of why it's okay for us to do that. Go to these pagan celebrations with your family. This person said because Yahushua sat with publicans and sinners, it's all right for us to go to these pagan parties because there are publicans and sinners there. All right. But let me go ahead and read the verses. All right. Matthew chapter 9, verse 10 through 13. And it says, "And it came to pass, as Yahushua sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples." All right, number one, do you notice that Yahushua did not go to the publicans and sinners, but the publicans and sinners came to him, meaning that the publicans and sinners was drawn to him. The publicans and sinners was drawn to Yahushua. Why? Because of his word, because of the testimony. He did not go and sit down with him. All right. They sat down with him. All right. Let's continue on with verse 11. "And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? But when Yahushua heard that, he said unto them, That they behold need not a physician, but they are sick. But go ye and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice. For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." All right, so the reason for Yahushua talking with these publicans and sinners is so they may be saved. All right, and I can almost guarantee you that Yahushua never went to a pagan party. All right, and even if he did, he went there to disrupt it, to tell them the truth. All right. Now I'm going to read Colossians 2:8, and it says, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after the Hamashiach. Beware lest any man spoil you through vain philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men." All right. If our people asking us to go to a party, we need not to go. All right. We need not to go because it's deceit in them when they already know that you do not celebrate these days. That's deceit in them that has them asking you to come and being persistent about coming when they know where you stand. All right. All right. Ephesians 5:11 says, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them." All right. So if you happen to go to one of these pagan parties, your job is to reproof, not just to sit there and be quiet and wait for people to ask you questions. All right. Your job is to reprove people there, to let people know why they're doing wrong. All right. 1 Thessalonians 5:22 says, "Abstain from all appearances of evil." All right, celebrating pagan holidays, going to these parties, that is an appearance of evil. All right. All right. Now, let's go to Romans 12:2. And it says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Elohim." All right. So it says, do not be conformed. All right. When somebody asks you to one of these pagan parties and you go, you are conforming to what they want. You are conforming to the ways of the world. All right. If a person is not going to believe what you say, you're not going to have peace in your house in the first place. All right. Why should you always compromise to make your family happy while you are disobeying the Most High? You know, the word cuts and it divides. It cuts and it divides. All right. And I tell you, if you listen to anybody that say you can go to these pagan places because that's a show of compassion and understanding, that is not true. That is a lie. That is not true. That is not true. All right. Be not conformed to this world. All right. All right. Now, 2 Corinthians chapter 6, 14 through 18 says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath the Hamashiach with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of Elohim with idols? For ye are the temple of the living Elohim, as Elohim has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahuwah, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith Yahuwah Almighty. All right, that is self-explanatory. All right, now we are not supposed to treat people mean. You know, we do supposed to show love and compassion, but we are not supposed to waver. Our stand is not participating, is not having our presence at these pagan days. All right, that's what our stand is. If you compromise, you'll compromise everything else. All right, if you compromise this just to stop arguing your family, if you want to compromise what Yahuwah said, that's on you. If you want to twist what Yahuwah said, what Yahushua did when he sat with the sinners and publicans, that's on you. But they was drawn to him. They did not ask him to come to their Saturnalia party. You know what I'm saying? For his support of them. Now, if he had went to a Saturnalia party, you best believe that he would have been reproving everybody there, and it would have been an uncomfortable situation. All right? You know? Come out from among them. All right? Do not do their ways. All right? Do not do their ways. All right? And another verse that this person used was be in the world, but not of the world. All right? So we're already in this world. We're already living in the world. We are called to be not of the world. All right? Not of the world. We're already in the world. Understand that we're already in the world. But our job is to be not of the world, not to conform to the world. All right? Not to compromise for other people's sake. All right? I mean, if that's the case, we can go to the club because a family member asked us and they was persistent. So, but we're there, but we don't agree with what's going on there. But we're there because we're showing support to our family. Or we can go to a Sunday idol worshiping church because a family member asked us, and we just sit there and not say nothing because we're supporting our family. Give me a break. Give me a break. So if you can go to these pagan holidays, you can go to the club, you can go to Sunday worship and not say nothing until somebody say something to you. That's not true. Now let's go to Job. All right. Job 2:9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Now, when you go to these parties, when you accept to go to these pagan parties, these people know that they broke through some of your integrity. They think that they got you. All right. You compromised your positions for them. They got you to where they wanted you to be. All right. So where's your integrity? All right. Then she went on and said, curse Elohim and die. All right. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish woman speaketh. All right. You tell your family to respect your mind, and you will respect theirs. All right. You do not compromise what the Most High says. They should respect that you do not honor them days. You should not have to break what Yahuwah said just to comfort your family, because they do not agree with you. All right. No Christmas parties, no birthdays, none of that. It's not acceptable. All right. There's many people out there that is not strong enough to go into those type of situations. All right. There's many people that got strong ties to their family, that they will do anything their family say. And this person is telling people to go ahead and go. You're leading people astray. All right. These people that you're calling weak, you're leading them astray, because they can go in a situation where they can fall back into the sin. All right. And to the ways of the world, where we're not supposed to conform. We shouldn't even put ourselves in them situations. If your people do not understand, they do not respect your mind, do not conform to what they want. You only conform to Yahuwah. We can still be compassionate, but we are supposed to be alike. We're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to do the things that the world does. That's just point blank, period. All right. I'm highly against doing these pagan holidays. All right. Highly against it. Highly against it. We must understand that these pagan holidays don't go for days, they go for weeks. You talking about the winter solstice witchcraft holiday start in early December and go on to past February. All these little parties you're going to for the New Year, all this with your family, that is witchcraft time. Why do you think the major witchcraft time happens after the holy days? If you notice that. If you know the majority of these pagan days come after September, after the Feast of Trumpets and Tabernacles and all that, they come in them months. All right, you got to think about that. Be not conformed to this world. All right, we can still be kind and still show compassion and understanding. Even when my nieces and nephews say stuff to me, but I got this for Christmas, I say that's cool. And they know I don't celebrate, but they don't ask us to come over. They don't ask us to come party. They don't ask us to do that because they respect our mind and they know we're not going to compromise. All right? We always have to remember that when we leave this place, we will face judgment alone. And we'll be accountable, be held accountable for everything we did, for what we taught, for what we do, for what we thought, for what we did in secret. We'll be judged on everything. You should watch what you say. Don't lead these people astray. Don't lead these people straight into the fire pits. That's a lie from Satan. Don't lead these people that way. Do not lead these people in that way. We are to be the salt of the earth, the light of the world. And if we go and conform to what everybody wants, our light will be put out. All I'm saying is this: compromise and compassion are not the same thing. Please don't listen to anybody that tells you that you can go to these parties. Please do not. I love the person who did this video, but you are wrong. All right. My passion kicked in, but I just want everybody to be aware of this and be not conformed to this world. And do not conform to this world just to keep happiness in your household, because you could end up in eternity away from the Most High. This is BG signing out. Rakuf Shalom.